After Bellybolt's big showing last week, this week we are taking on Dye, whose team is extremely scary, led by Tera Hydrapple. Supported by Tinglu to get up hazards, as well as Heatran and Galarian Weezing. Offensively, he has another Dragon in Roaring Moon, and he has a Quackable that can both Rapid Spin and sweep me with Aqua Step Moxie. His Necrozma could be a Dragon Dance set. His other Tera Captain is Ogerpon Cornerstone with those strong Ivy Cudgels. Perhaps his biggest threats are his last two Pokemon, the deadly OU combination of Electabuzz and Cloth. My opponent has a bunch of scary threats, so I think I gotta bring my best Pokemon off the bench this week, which is why we're starting off with Focus Sash Cutiefly, whose role is to set up Sticky Web for my team, while using Pounce to slow down Ogerpon Cornerstone, Moonblast to knock out Roaring Moon or two-shot Quackable, and Psychic to deal with Galarian Weezing. Sticky Web is great because it means that my Life Orb Iron Valiant has effectively no switch-ins with the combination of Moonblast and Close Combat, with Psychic to deal with Galarian Weezing. If my opponent's Nasty Plot Hydrapple gets out of hand, I also have Destiny Bond so I can sacrifice myself to take it down. Sticky Web also means that my Life Orb Modest Nasty Plot Landorus can go crazy with its Sheer Force boosted Earth Powers, Focus Blasts, and Psychics. Almost nothing on that team can take a +2 hit from Landorus. If I get up Sticky Web and my opponent does bring Rapid Spin, I want to make sure that they stay up, which is why we have Heavy Duty Boots Petra next. I'm fully physically defensive to take on Roaring Moon with my Tera Fairy Tera Blast, which can also muscle through both Hydrapple and Tinglu with a Nasty Plot boost. Recover lets me stay healthy, and Shadow Ball is pretty good neutral into most of the team besides the Dark types that I hit with Tera Blast Fairy. Because switching into Heatran can be problematic for the team, I have a max special defense, Citrus Berry, Asui, and Samurott with Ceaseless Edge to get up spikes, with Sucker Punch to pick off a weakened Ogerpon Cornerstone. I have Taunt to stop Galarian Weezing from defogging, and I have Flip Turn to bring in my big threats like Landorus or Iron Valiant. Doubling up on water types this week, my last Pokemon is a Life Orb competitive Empoleon with Hydro Pump, Grass Knot, Ice Beam, and Vacuum Wave. With Sticky Web up, I'm faster than Ogerpon Cornerstone. With my competitive ability, if Weezing does get to defog, I get a +2 special attack boost, and I threaten the entire team. So that's my team for week 2 of the BUBL Pokemon Draft League. If you've been enjoying the Draft League content, make sure you let me know by leaving a like and consider subscribing for more as we upload these every Sunday. And if you want even more additional Draft League content, feel free to check out my PokeaimPLUS channel where I'm currently uploading my Black and White and my National Dex VGC runs. Also, please check out my opponent Dye. He's a fantastic player, has been uploading draft for a long time, and just makes overall great content. Big shout out to Amo and Owen for the help this week, as well as Raltsboy and Dylan, and Noobish Trainer Joe. Of course, I also want to give a big shout out to Gentleman Thomas for the thumbnail image and Pedro for the awesome editing. I've held you up long enough, so let's get right into the battle. Week 2 of the BUBL Pokemon Draft League is here, and yeah, that's a Cutiefly you see right there. We're gonna lead off with it, get up our hazards if we can. Just strong team from my opponent, pretty much everything expected. Maybe Weezing could have been one of their Pokemon too, but Cutiefly is cool because, for instance, if they lead off with Roaring Moon, I can Moonblast KO at turn 1, and I can pounce other Pokemon as well. Webs are cool here because if it's not Boots on Roaring Moon, first off, Roaring Moon isn't too much of a threat anyway, because I have Tera Fairy Petra, but he has Tera Steel Hydrapple, which I want to be careful about. All right, so Ogerpon lead. Maybe an Ivy Cudgel, maybe a Taunt. Gonna go right for the Pounce here. It could be a Trailblaze as well, but all right, Swords Dance is fine by me. So we slow them down and we managed to get up Webs, which is great. Slow them nice down. Obviously, this is Tera, so it is a problem. We get up our Webs here, and we have broken their Sturdy. But they are +2. Obviously, Ivy Cudgel's a threat. I don't know if you actually have... let me see. I don't know if they have Trailblaze, but I don't know if they definitely have Low Kick and Ivy Cudgel, right? So it's Ivy Cudgel, which is fair. Yo, Cutiefly did its job already. That's amazing. Okay, so if they Trailblaze and kill me, it's not that big of a deal. I think it's better to go for Moonblast here, because I have Iron Valiant, which is obviously faster, and Iron Valiant kind of goes stupid into their team. It's so funny to see Cutiefly putting in work. I'm very happy I brought this Pokemon. Yeah, Moonblast is a good chunk too. We'll go for it. They can't switch if they want to. Look at you. Yeah, look at Cutiefly. And a special tag drop. Let's go. All right, so now we can kind of bring out... there's a few Pokemon we can bring out now. Right? Cutiefly did his job. Good job, Saf. Not only did you manage to get it up, but you got him at half, which is crazy. They're slower than me. Val looks really free right now. Like, Val just clicks Moonblast now and gets a kill. Nothing can stop that. So we're going to go right for Moonblast here. They switch. There's 0 fairy resist on the team. It could be Necrozma coming out. But there's 0 fairy resist on the team. I assume it's Spadef Necrozma. Life Orb, though. How Spadef are you? Ooh, you are very Spadef Necrozma. Okay, but we have the webs up, and we can go out into Samurott now and just get up our... we can go right for a Ceaseless Edge. Relatively safe. We know that they're at 40. Oh, did I see their speed drop? I don't remember if I saw boots. I know I have the Moonblast special attack drop, but they are very, very Spadef on that Pokemon. Let me see. Necrozma. I love this mon so much. Yeah, it's like... Pretty sure you're almost max special defense to be able to take that little, although it could be less than max. They do double there. Great play. Into Whomst. Donald Duck, the Quackable. And they are calling the Sticky Web, so that's fine. I have a fantastic switch into them in Petrarunt, though, so great double again, but if I clicked... Now I click Moonblast and literally get a KO every single time. So we're looking pretty good right now. We're always going to go Petrarunt here. As they flip turn. Did 380 to 370... Oh, is that banded? That might be banded. Did 75 damage. I love how fast we're playing. It feels like we're playing on Showdown. Like, I can't even narrate. It legit feels like we're playing on Showdown. Adamant. That did 75. Flip turn's relatively weak, though. Yeah, that's banded. Cool. All right, so good to know that that is Jolly Band. Jolly Band. All right, so that's Jolly Band. Let me write that down. Flip. Jolly Band. In terms of switching into this mon, I got one mon and one mon only. I'm going Empoleon because my thought process here is if they give me if they go for Earth Power, I get a competitive boost. That's fine. They might try and Wave Crash later. They do Terra Steel immediately. Perfect. And what, Nasty Plot? If they Nasty Plot, I mean, Earth Power is going to smoke anyway, and I have CC to smoke them too. You can't be Chople and Earth Power resist, right? So there's a Nasty Plot. That's fine. I suppose they could be Chople. I think I just pump. Always. Hey, we land our pump. Let's go. Woo, I do 50%. Let's go. Big damage. Giga Drain, I am going to live. So I'm going to do a lot to them. Leftovers? Wait, did they take damage from Sticky Web? Oh, they're boots. Okay, perfect. So it's boots. Okay, perfect. NP, Giga, boots. Perfect. So now I know that I can always Earth Power this. They should fear Torrent. Gonna go for Hydro Pump again. They might fear Torrent and go into Quackable, which I hope to land on. Come on, fam. I do so much to you, but that's okay. I hit the first one. I did hit the first one, so that's fair. So that is Spadef as hell. To take that little, let me see, Hydrapple. Hydro Pump on a Terra Steel, that's super Spadef. Which means Iron Valiant's close combat is really free. Yeah, Iron Valiant's close combat does kill. I wish I landed the other one because it'd be a guaranteed kill, but still, that's really good for me. I gotta bring out a Mon. I think I'd rather go Landorus, though. It's safe. And what I'm going to do is actually throw off a Focus Blast. I want to see if they're Chople. Not in this Mon, but I'm talking about Ting Lu, which should come out. Earth Power is so free, though. Earth Power is so free. It gets a kill. Man, I'm nasty plotting up. Let's go. Let's go. If I hit Focus Blast on Ting Lu, if it's not Chople Berry or Salt Vest, it dies. Why not? Why not? Why the hell not? Let's go for it. The game could potentially end right now. Now, am I going to land a Focus Blast? Who knows? But the game could potentially end right here. Am I going to go for it? Why not? I landed. It's Modest, Life Orb, Sheer Force. Are you Assault Vest? You're not Chopple. You do almost die. They go for Ruination and miss. Oh, that could be game. That might just be game. So now I'm not in Aqua Jet range from Quackable. That could be game. Landorus might just schmicks. Ooh, Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon dies easily to Earth Power. That could just be it. If they didn't have Aqua Jet on Quackable, what is Flip Turn? They should have Aqua Jet. It's Flip Turn, Wave Crash, Close Combat. If it's not Aqua Jet, it doesn't matter. But like, if it is Aqua Jet, it super matters. But I know they're banded on Quackable, right? So, I mean, my Nasty Pot Lander's looking stupid right now. I would have switched on Quackable, though, if it came out. But I don't think anything on their team takes it. They've already terrored. Roaring Moon dies. Roaring Moon takes 140 to 165%. Ogerpon is slower. Cutiefly is making this possible. Cutiefly made Landorus look broken. Also, that was the maxes of maxes Ting Lu's. How did I not kill Ting Lu? Oh, it was Assault Vest. You die, buddy. It was Assault Vest. This dies. I'm modded. So it was AV Ting Lu, which is the only way it lives that. I don't think, if they didn't have Aqua Jet and Quackable, like I said, that Ruination Miss did not matter. Because Modest, Life Orb, Landorus, Owen is not that much of a fraud, bro. Batman is not a fraud. I love that the webs... Okay, if they Aqua Jet me here, which they obviously had, I'm just going to keep cooking Earth Power now. They have to have Aqua Jet. No way you're banded and not Aqua Jet. Yeah. Yeah, see, like, after Ruination, I would have switched 100%. But, like, because they missed, they don't get it. I'm sorry, Dye. I know we were waiting for a long time, for years to play. I'm sorry that it went like this, my friend. I truly am. I truly am. The cool thing about it is that, like, I mean, I don't get to show off the other cool sets that I wanted to, but, yeah, like, the cool thing is, like, Landorus always got a kill whenever it came out, so they would be forced to Aqua Jet there. I would have went out into Samurott. I would have flipped turned back out into Landorus, and then I would have clicked Earth Power again. That's basically what I was going to do had that not happened. But now, because it happened the way it did, it's over. Landorus just comes in and says, I'm getting every single kill in this game. Whether you like it or not, I'm getting every single kill in this game. I'm really sorry, Dye. That Ruination Miss sucks because instead of having a drawn-out game, we have this instead. But I'm not sorry for Landorus, who, after getting crit game one the last time, got to come in and just say, all right, I'd win. But yeah, so we knew it was Banded Duck. So Flip Turn, Wave Crash, Close Combat, Aqua Jet. So webs were always going to be nasty here. I love that because it's like a league we're not supposed to forfeit. So like on Showdown, right, I just click X immediately. But here we just have to click it. Well, good game, Dye. I'm sorry, buddy. That was rough. One miss. It was a miss for a miss. And then it's like, yo, super game changing. One of them was like, no, you immediately lose. And the other was like, oh, man, I don't get the damage, so I can't guarantee get a kill with Val. Like, the other one would have allowed Val. Like, technically, Val kills every member on this team, right? The second Lou gets damage, because Val just clicks CC and Moonblast, CC and Moonblast, and kills everything. But, like, it's the principle. It's literally the principle. I don't know if I would have won. I don't know who would have won. But webs were clutch. Big shout out to Cutiefly for doing its thing. And I'll hit up my boy Dye for an interview. We'll be right back. Okay, I'm here with Dye, and I just had to start it now because just tell him what you just told me. Tell him what you just told me.
Yeah, we were clicking buttons like crazy. That was, oh my god, we were just. That was a 12-minute battle. What was our timers at? Let me check what our timers were at.
Dude, okay, so this is what I said in the video. I was like, bro, it feels like I'm playing on Pokemon Showdown right now. How fast we're clicking. Yeah. Like I didn't even have time to narrate because like I used obviously HO, but so you were watching the stream the other day and I said fully knowing that I was bringing Cutiefly versus you week 2 because I think it had a really good matchup because I have a lot to pressure. Like I have Empoleon for Weezing pressure, and I have Taunt Samurott, which is the only mon Weezing can defog on for free. And then obviously I have the greatest. This is Bandit is probably your best bet at stopping like Pecharunt with Quackable. I love that. I love that a lot. But yeah, I was like, dude, I don't even have time to narrate because we're literally playing like I'm on Pokemon Showdown right now. So it was a game, man. I'm sorry about the. It was Clear Amulet. I didn't even pay attention to that. Yo, for parting shot block. I thought you were heavy duty boots.
Yep.
I did not pay attention.
So wait, that's so funny. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, because my thought was like Pecharunt was destroying me in mocks. It was, dude. Pecharunt is so good. I'm a Pecharunt believer now. Dude, I was like,
it's so nasty, right?
Like I always loved base Pecharunt, obviously, but then I was like, you don't want to terror it because then you lose what makes it really good, which is. But then I kept getting sauced by like nasty plot Terra Water, and so I had I had a Heatran set, which was like body press, weakness policy, flame charge.
Ooh. And
then I was like, but then I kept seeing like Terra Water, and I was like, okay, well now I just don't get a Heatran all game, or you get to go Hammerot and potentially click Ceaseless Edge, which just got up a bunch of spikes, and then Weezing got taken advantage of. It was. Dude, Pecharunt was the GOAT. It was really hard to play around that thing.
Yeah, so I ended up, so my team was basically, I knew I wanted to bring webs, right? And I put Pounce. I think I had Bug Buzz initially, but I was like, Pounce is better because it stops Encore, and if you taunt me, like if you taunt with this guy, I can go out into Empoleon and then knock you out with Ice Beam because I'm faster than you at -1 speed. So that's like that, like, because if you Ivy Cudgel, worst case, that's fine. I still keep this. And also I felt like Cutiefly could still, like Cutiefly's strong, fam. Like, this mon does a lot. It two-shots Weezing with Psychic. It does I know it's strong. It's strong enough. I'm sorry. My bad to the perfectionists and down below. It's strong. It's strong enough to two-shot Quackable, right? And to also two-shot Weezing, which I felt was solid enough for the thing. And, like, Pecharunt only had to stay, in my opinion, a ghost type in this game until Quackable died, right? Because once it becomes Roaring Moon's never beating this Pokemon. You need to get...
Never.
I don't even think +6 kills with Iron Head. Like, that's how crazy it is. I think... It probably +6 does, but, like, the booster attack, Iron Head plus doesn't even 2 a KO. So, like, Pecharunt doesn't care. So I was like, oh, max. And I was like, okay, well, what am I weak to if I do this? Well, Heatran is tough to switch into. Okay, here's max Samurott. Let me put a Citrus Berry on. Not for any particular calc, but because it lets me switch in multiple times to this plus Necrozma. Like, I assumed you'd be Spadef Necrozma because everybody used that in mocks to deal with Val. To just barely deal with Val, by the way. It always barely dealt with Val. It wasn't like...
squeaked by.
Yeah.
It just squeaked by.
Exactly. So that's why I was like, oh, I'm just going to do what Val does best. And I feel like this is how my team's supposed to work. Just Life Orb my guys and then my guy to bring him in. That's basically... And Webs just felt pretty clean here, too. This was a fire set, by the way. Clear Amulet, man.
Well, I had Fairy for the longest time because I was like, this is going to help with Latios, and then like it can take on a little bit of Val as well because fighting's resisted, and then Moonblast, I'm just Spadef, so I take it. But I was like, this... Yeah. And I was like, Malignant Chain, it's so hard. Like, I have to dedicate like 4 Pokemon to it because I was like, oh, I'm going to be Necro, and like someone brought Terra Fighting, and I was like, oh, I'll just be Necro, but you could just faster Malignant Chain, I just lose. I just don't get to play with Necrozma.
Yeah.
And then if I go Covert Cloak. Now I don't check Iron Valiant because you get up 1 spike, it just dies. I have to be Boots.
Yeah. And then you ended up going Steel plus this, which still works at least on the Iron Valiant that case. Like when you Terra initially, it gets rid of that 50-50 in that regard of like where you're in a Terra or not. And like Val felt really good here because these 3 moves are really strong into your team. I mean, these 3 moves are strong into any team, if we're being honest, except for like anything like a Golden Go or something. But yeah, I love this beast. I really, I know you've used it.
So
I know you've done stupid things with it with Terra. I remember.
It's so much fun, and like I hated Valiant really limited Necro, which sounds weird, but I needed I needed a Valiant answer. I was like cooking up like I was gonna be like a stored power, weakness policy, iron defense, like X Scissor set to try to take on Samurott and take on Pecharunt and just kind of take on the squad.
Yeah.
But dude, the webs were a great bring. I was like, if hindsight, if I could do it all over again, I still wouldn't do anything to like counter webs.
It's tough because you can't spin. And like, I'm gonna be honest, I spent the whole, well, not the whole week, but the mocks I played, I spent them denying spin from Weezing, right? Because Samurott is the easiest. Okay, Weezing, come in, and it's very easy for you to click defog on this. So like, I taunt and then I flip turn out into this mon, and this mon can get a kill on a lot of your team. Like like this, Ice Beam makes a grass knot KOs. Yeah, exactly. And I was going back and forth between Modest versus Timid. But I was like, in the situation that you taught me, pouncing to that is better. But Modest is also like insanely strong. I was like surprised. I was surprised at how much Hydrapple took, and I was like, okay, well, this is Spadef Hydrapple as hell.
Yeah.
What were the what was the EVs for? This is just the KOs on like Terra Steel and stuff.
So the speed was to outspeed 24 or 28 speed Empo.
Makes sense.
Hits
156. Yep, 156.
Yep.
Right.
So then the Spadef plus HP were to take 2 Aura Spheres from Lottie.
Oh, wait, from after Terra, you just take, from Specs Lottie or just Scarf? Because Scarf is decent.
Just Scarf.
Okay, yeah, no, Scarf was definitely something I had in mind, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think you wanted to Specs, just because I like, it felt like weird clicks, especially if I was Terra Fairy Hydrapple.
Yeah, and plus Lou, exactly, yeah.
Potentially Heatran just sitting there, and you're like, like, it felt weird, so I was calling not being Specs.
Yeah.
But this let me take 2 Aura Spheres from Latios. Not assuming not Modest. I don't think Modest was. I got big Electabuzz, so you got to outspeed that. But also speed tie on corner. And then the rest was just in special attack. I didn't need it going anywhere else. The goal was just get a nasty plot up on something later, and just start putting like the hurt on. Defensive Empo. If you want to roar, I get a free Giga Drain, and if you roar me into Quack, I'm just sitting there looking at you.
And this mon is insane. Yeah, and also Wavecraft. I love the Bandit, by the way. Obviously,
you did like
with
60
webs,
to Latios.
Yeah. Obviously, with webs, it's a little bit harder because like Petrun just recovers in front of it, but without webs, it's like nasty work.
Well, again, your game plan for my Weezing was my same game plan for your Petrun. Like, never let it get turns on the field. I'm always like,
I love the flip turn first. Like in a world where there's no webs, it makes sense. You flip turn, and now next time I'm 2-shot by Wave Crash. So that's beautiful.
Yep. And the goal was if you were like offensive or something, and that was your pivot, I Wave Crash and I sack Quack to Petrun, and I get it down to hopefully, I don't know, 15%, because then Roaring Moon wins. And Roaring Moon is so good in this matchup.
Yep.
Besides Petrun, even. It's crazy. It is so good. Besides that, even Quack is a demon in this matchup.
Yep. But
besides Petrun.
Yep. You know what's crazy? I think Petrun, Bellybolt, and Avalugg all did the same thing in this matchup. And I was debating which one I wanted. But because I went Sticky Web, I was like, I'm going Petrun for sure. But like literally Petrun, Avalugg, and Bellybolt. Because Bellybolt was another option that could Terra Fairy here and just click Toxic and then slack off on basically everybody. And also Terra Blast Roaring Moon. But I was like, Petrun just does it better. Plus, I also have the bluff of Malignant Chain as well.
Well, the other thing that was happening is in mocks with Avalugg, usually people were leading like Hisui Samurott, and my Ogerpon was able to take on a Ceaseless Edging to Sucker Punch from Jolly, Timid, whichever one the minus special attack is.
Yeah.
So Ogerpon was built to take on Samurott. Most of the time, people went into Avalugg, so I'd get a spike up. I'd then SD on a spin. I'd encore it in a spin, and now I'm plus. Then I'd SD again. So like the goal was like, I don't think Ogerpon ever won, especially with Petrun sitting there. But if I could get a +4 hit, potentially crit into Petrun, like now we go back to Quack winning with Wave Crash or Roaring Moon. The goal was just get rid of Petrun. That was something that Kaz, who helps me legitimately all the time, I would not be able to build Pokemon if he didn't help me.
Yeah.
That was the big thing. Like that was the first thing we talked about. It was you need to come up with a win con, because we were usually worried about leads. Like lead is usually the first thing we get out of the way. But he was like, this matchup specifically, figure out a way to kill Petrun and figure out a win con, and then we'll figure everything else out, because killing Petrun was so hard.
No, I mean, like as someone who's used Petrun in not draft, and I don't know if you just saw my week 1 as well. Petrun plus Bellybolt just did not. They didn't want to go. They didn't want to die.
It doesn't die.
Yeah, that was, I was kind of, so that's why like, there were some people that had been saying my draft is really offensive, and I get if you look at Val my ground type being Landorus and like Latios. But like the whole purpose of my draft was to get broken bulky Pokemon that can get in my strong hitters to compensate for the fact that I don't have a fast offensive Terra Captain, right? Like Petra is a fast, quote unquote, fast enough. 88 speed is fast enough, Terra Captain, but it's not like, you know, it's not a Zarude, it's not a Tornadus, right? It's not, I mean, those are banned in this, but like even in yours, like you have Ogerpon, fast, strong, immediate damage, and you have Hydrapple, which is my ideal Terra Captain. The fact that you got around one, I already told you that Mon was coming in. If that Mon made it to me round 2, I was picking it up immediately. I was picking that Mon up immediately.
It's so much fun. It's so good, especially for sets like this. I usually am just, I think you and I DM'd about it when I first got it. I'm just like bulky nasty plot. It's so good. And like usually the first editions of every team, or like the two I've done so far, I'm like always recover. And I'm like, why am I recover? I'm never clicking that move.
Exactly.
I'm just clicking like an attack to smoke something.
I think the only Mons you should ever recover with the Hydrapple is like, let's say your Terra Electric nasty plot into like a Zapdos, just because you can then Giga Drain and then do things from that. But like nasty plot, 3 attacks, just annoying. AV is really good. Those are my 2 favorite Hydrapple sets. AV, just so you can tank everything, and then nasty plot. I think nasty plot is just straight up broken. Like it's so crazy how good this Mon is, and it's not my league. Sorry, it's been a minute since it has been like one I've been like part of.
Hive mind collective.
The BUBL tiered it very, very, very low, man. Very, very low. I mean, you took advantage of that. I think your draft is phenomenal as well.
That was the first thing that was pointed out. And everybody was saying it. Like that was the big thing. Like J Bear Jesse 504, like he said it to me immediately. He was like, "What?" Owen hit me up and was like, "Dude, what is Drapple doing there?" It's so good. It has been definitely. I think there's different kinds of Terra Captains. As I'm learning, like I've only been playing Gen 9 for a year now. I picked it up late. I took like a 2-year hiatus, and so right now, like there's three levels of draft captains. There's like the Terra Enamorus and Rapid Strike, where you just like all gas, no brakes. You've got the very defensive like Belly Bolts, or you've got like the Petrarunt and Hydrapple, which I think are the perfect Terra captains.
Yeah, in the middle, literally in the middle. They can do both. They can function as both. And that's I agree completely with you. Like that's really nice.
Like week 1 versus John, I was just Terra Grass and just was clicking Leaf Storms. Like Drapple got 4, and it clicked. The only time it clicked Nasty Plot, I had to switch out. Like it was just doing more damage
when
just
it was
just clicking Leaf Storms.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why my ideal Terra Captain, like I said, if I didn't get Hydrapple, was going to be the combination of Petrarunt plus Superior, because Superior also felt really cheap here with like 14 points, I believe, with Terra. And it's like, well, Terra specs Leaf Storm 2 shots all resists, like unless you 4 times resist. So like even Tinkaton, for instance, gets 2 shot by specs Terra Grass Leaf Storm into Terra Grass Leaf Storm. So like +2 Terra Grass Leaf Storm. So like there's just like, I was like, oh, I want to use Mon because it seemed pretty fun. And I feel like you have the perfect combo. Like it's actually, it blows my mind. I think out of all the Terra Captains, you have the best value. You have your fast, strong, and you have this. I think the only other person that I would say has the exact same would be Ben, who has Serp plus Volcanion.
Yes. Dude, I love Terra Volcanion. I used it in low tier, so obviously way different meta. That thing was crazy. And like, a lot of people forget it has base 110 attack. But Terra Serp I used in standard, and I think people hate on it way too much as long as it's a secondary captain.
Yeah.
I think that thing just clicking buttons is, you always have to like think about it, which I think is the best part about a Terra captain. Like realistically, I'm probably not bringing Ogre Pond Corner to a lot of games, but you gotta fear me clicking SD with a Terra Rock move that can crit like a increased chance. Not a lot of times, but
no, you kind of like cut out at the end there.
Oh
but,
no!
Yeah, no, you're good. But I'll make note of it if anything. But no, I agree with you. I think it's also like it's difficult. I think that Serp specifically gets a little bit better here because of the Terra Captains we have banned in the league as well, and the Mons we have banned too. Like, it's not forced to click glare button or be like, obviously Torn is in the game, but Torn is not a Terra Captain, so it can't like reverse. Because like Torn beats Serp 1v1, but then Serp Terras to beat Torn, but then Torn can Terra back to beat Serp, you know? So there's none of that mind game. But I really think you drafted insanely well, dude. I think like
I appreciate it.
No, bro, your team is probably like one of the best in the league for me, and in terms of that. So
Yeah, I do, and I have something going up because I love just like doing a lot of draft. I have a tier list going up for the way everyone's ranked. I try not to gas myself up a lot. Like I know sometimes my drafts are weird, but like I do think it is one of the best drafts. And this was not like a DyeItTight is the best drafter ever alone. Like this is the committee. Like Kaz is in the lab with me consistently. Like that dude, even if right now we're doing one last ride, like a tournament in Gen 9, and we're just labbing out every single pick. Like we are always DMing about it. I've got so many people in the front office. Like Owen was the one who came up with the Cornerstone idea because I was going to do Terra, Hisui, Arcanine.
No, Cornerstone definitely better for your squad.
Cornerstone was way better.
Yeah, the speed, fast spikes, perfect. It also, I mean, it forces Lou. It doesn't give Lou doesn't have to do it. Lou can run an AV like if it really wants to. Like I'm looking at your team right now, and there is not one like C- Pokemon on this team. You know, just like looking at this, even the 6 you brought, like all these this team all look like a bunch of A's. I think the Crozma was a beautiful value pick for you as well. Like,
oh yeah. That and Heatran, I think those two were just, those just really rounded it out.
Yeah, I was waiting. I was like, oh, so if you got Empoleon, I was gonna get Heatran again. I was like, I'll get Heatran, but I feel like Heatran worked so well with your team, especially because Lou Hydrapple. I was telling you before, but like Lou Hydrapple, Heatran is literally an OU core that runs around. That's solid. So, and then obviously Hydrapple, Heatran and Jenner is beautiful together. So I love the squad. Is there anything you want to tell the people before we head off for the night or anything like that?
Besides to plug myself,
yeah, please sub to him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the biggest thing is I just want to give a shout out to just everyone who helps me. I don't think I was like, my friend group always, teases me about it. It's all in good fun, but like I have just, if you look at my video, I usually have like 15 to 20 people like mocking or helping, and I am not this like big channel of tens of thousands of subscribers. It's just a smaller community, and it is so good having just a committee of people. Like I think I took like 12 different people's mocks this week, and it's just so helpful to look at different perspectives. I got smoked by most of them, but
no, but
I want to give a shout out.
That helps, bro. That helps. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, keep going. My bad.
No, I just want to give a shout out to just everyone who's helped. If anyone wants to help at all, feel free. My Discord's in the bio. I'm trying to get that going. Like I said, I took a long break from Draft League. I just got really focused in my primary career because YouTube is not a full-time job for me. And so being back in it, Draft League's been so much fun. I think Gen 9, like a lot of people are at their ends of it, and I'm like, dude, I'm just starting in it. Like I'm still learning. I've never used Palafin. I never used Great Tusk. Like there's so many Pokemon I still want to use. So I'm super excited for Champions and Gen 10 to bring all that in. But
we can make it so easy, bro. When we can make it so easy and just play from our phones, it's gonna be such a good time, dude.
I'm gonna be I'm just gonna be like run it real quick. I'm gonna go for a walk, run it on my phone.
Why not? Literally, why not? Like why not do it?
The best thing, I'm hoping they bring back replays. That's all I want.
No,
I want to be able.
Oh, you want to be able to do post-com?
Yeah, just being able to watch the battles over again. There was something cool about it.
I guess that's fair. I would think like if I had replays, I'd literally do mocks on that just so I can have like I can go over it and show people like as a bigger video.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be so cool.
Yeah, I agree. I'm in like speaking of a bunch of people helping, right? Like that I would not be able to win any draft league or even do well in them without the people that help me. And right now I'm in 4 at once.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, the 4 hasn't started, but I am in it. But like but I'm drafting. I already finished drafting for this one, obviously, and the other one I finished drafting, and then I'm drafting right now for the black and white draft. Did you join that one or not? Really?
I didn't.
You didn't. Okay, I know Keegan did. Keegan did. So I was
yeah. Keegan and Owen's in it.
Yep. My boy CVB's in it too as well. So.
Oh really? That's awesome. No, my biggest thing is like I can't commit to that. Like first of all, doing more than one Wi-Fi is crazy. I think you're doing. Or I don't know how many you're doing.
Wi-Fi. 2 Wi-Fi, but the other Wi-Fi one doesn't start for about a month, I would say. So I have at least a head start in this before I have to win, like start winning some games over there, or go 0-8, like whatever. I don't know. But it's really interesting, right? Because I'm trying to like spread out time to do every mock while not going. Like I the only time I ever like put in an insane amount of work in mocks was the VGC League because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And then finals and games that really matter to me, I guess in a sense. Like I played a bunch of mocks for this one, and I did because first off, I started mixing up my team. like I was like, okay, so I have Mega Houndoom in this draft. Because I have it in the Nat Dex draft. I'm like, wait, that's not in game and things like that. I was like, wait. So that's the good thing with replays, right? Because that's a good thing with replays because at least it allows me to, what's it called? It allows me to rewatch what I would have done or what I did in the game versus like figuring it out. Man, dude, I would love your team. I think I might take example. Like, I'm not even trying to like glaze or anything, but I really love. I love this team, bro. I love this team. It's such a. I would draft this team. That's the thing. It has so many mons I wanted to use or I would draft. I've already used Necrozma in the past. I love Quackable. Hydrapple was so cool in VGC. And then the 3 other mons you have are mons I always try to draft, but I never get. So.
And then Cloth. We've got
Cloth. And then yep, guys. He has Cloth too. He has Electabuzz as well, which I think was just F it. Let's get it.
Yeah, it was a static pick. Simply like one of the biggest things that again, Kaz, who always helps, is you always want a static Pokemon if you can for like 1 point. Because like if I bring it and you have, say Tornadus, usually, Terratorn is running a lot of high tier draft. If I just bring it and Linz was Terratorn and she U-turns and now it's paralyzed, like I just got I got 1 point value for parrying their 25 point Tornadus T. Like pretty good.
That's not even a bad like idea behind it, because like even in this game, like Electabuzz is faster than Landorus. Ice Punch doesn't kill unless you're Life Orb, but
yeah, I know. I was like, they were like, my front office was like, dude, if there was ever an Electabuzz game, it's this one. And I was like, no, it's not. I don't kill him.
I mean, look at my team though. Technically, Electabuzz is kind of good into this team.
It is. It still does not break Pecharunt, but whatever. We you could just go hard Petch on an Ice Punch, and then I'm stuck. Yeah, dude, it's so good because the biggest reason going back to the Clear Amulet is because Hydrapple was really good into Pecharunt, like that specific set, but it's so bad if you just Parting Shot. I'm like, sweet, now I'm -1 Hydrapple, which is nowhere near.
And then I bring out Val, which is which is insanely scary into your team.
Yep, exactly. So like, it was really the game plan was just momentum into force Pecharunt in, get Hydrapple in, and start clicking buttons. Yeah, I don't know. I like the draft a lot. I think your draft is also. This is not content glaze. This is not us just shaking hands and talking each other up. Like I do genuinely think like this is
just a dab. It's just us dapping each other up. Yeah. The Woody gift, the Woody gift that Nexus always posts. Hey, just dap it up. But
yeah, it was great. Even the Avalugg Hisui is just 6 point Pokemon that gets a crazy amount of value because it can just jail ball. Like,
bro, I love that one. I love that one so much.
Like, I'm assuming he just handles Great Tusk. So, like, if you look at, like, just, like, going down the teams, it just jail balls a bunch of physical attackers.
Yeah, if your name is Physical Attacker, it handles you. That's it. Like, that's period. I've used that mon in Natdex Ubers to deal with Arceus and Calyrex Ice. All the time. Like, it is one of my favorite mons. Not by choice. So that's my boy Chris, who makes me use that mon. But I use that mon all the time. And I love, like, it's the most reliable mon. I was like, I have to get it. It's picked up a lot on like Smogon draft too, and it's usually 1 point there though. So like it's a super value pick versus 6 points here, which is pretty expensive. That's a mon I'm very excited. I already used other Avalugg. I mean, you were in the other draft league as well. We never got to play BUBL. Unfortunately, but yeah.
I know, and that was the Terra Necrozma team. Oh, that was a good team.
I'm very glad I did not get to play you though, because that team was disgusting. So there's a lot of games I was like, I just want to skip and hope I don't play, but. Dude, thank you so much for being on the channel. I also thank you for the years of support as well. Like that was, I remember playing up this Twitch streams, bro. And
so I'll date myself, which is crazy because I'm not very old. I'm not an old person. I don't want it to come off like I'm like 45. I remember playing in your Discord league. There was a team tour where they played Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Yes. And I think I went like, I loved Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. That meta was so much fun. I had a blast playing that.
It was FPL, I believe. FPL.
Yes. Yep.
Friends Premier League. Yeah. Pretty sure.
Yeah, dude, that's how long I've been playing. Like, and again, obviously, been a big fan of you for forever. So being able to play is definitely great. It's one thing to be able to play like friends that you've known a while. There's a difference between and then playing like someone that you're like, damn, if I just got a shot and I didn't miss Ruination, I would really make it a competitive game. Like it would have been.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it definitely would have for sure.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not
No,
wrong.
again, luck goes both ways. Like I dodged, I would have had a
lower HP Hydrapple, yeah.
Lower HP Hydrapple, which means you nasty plot, and maybe I don't check it there. Like it definitely wasn't like.
Oh, if you were lower HP, I was going Val and clicking attack because it was free. Like at that point, because
so that it was one of those hacks. It was one of those kind of lucks where I can't be like, oh my god, Joey was gonna get 6-0'd if I didn't miss Ruination. It was just one of those games where I was like, we still had a game.
Yeah.
It just made it not a game.
Yeah, it happens. Like, it wasn't over at all, like by any means. Whereas that one, it was over. I even said like if it's Bandit Aqua Jet, if it goes Quackable early, like had you hit, I was like I'm switching out immediately, right? Because there's no reason to give up Landorus, who literally now gets a kill whenever it comes out, right? Whenever it comes out, because giving Landorus speed is just the big thing though. Crazy. With Lou being gone. And like obviously the Hydrapple's still there, but like I felt so much safer with my Petrant now. I was like, F it. Who cares? Who cares if he spins and does whatever? Petrant just smokes everybody anyway. But
yeah, the goal was just get in Apple. As soon as you got up webs, I literally said in the commentary, once you did damage to Ogerpon, I was like, all right, I have 2 designated sacks on this team now. I sack Roaring Moon because it's now not faster than anything, so it's useless. And I sack Ogerpon because it's low HP. So like I'm playing basically 4. So that's why like when I was up 6-4, I was like, yeah, it's looking good. Like obviously numbers are on my side, but like this is really like you got you got the damage off with Empo, you got the webs up. Like it could have completely flipped around. And I said it. The order of things that were scary was Petrant was 1, Lando was 2. I think Lando was scarier. I was more scared of Lando in that set than Valiant, which is crazy because it's Iron Valiant. But like I always had. My plan was to always sack something to Valiant and then get a Morning Sun up with Necro, and then I could always just kind of force it into life.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But that's why I had like the pre-planned double, because like I was like, I'm gonna take this damage, and Valiant is going to pick up kills. I cannot let Samurott come in, so that's why I went Quack immediately as you went Samurott. Like, no,
great double early.
That was my goal. I was always going to double. I was like, every once in a while, I'd maybe get a Morning Sun. Like I had X's around Necro, but it was only to click it if like I really needed a bail, especially with Lottie as well. Because there was no way you were going to give me Valiant. You weren't going to be like, that looks like a roll. Let me risk my entire Valiant to potentially kill the thing that checks it. Like that would make no sense. So it felt like I had like some safe built-in doubles there.
No, I agree. There were some good plays as well. I wouldn't risk it, and I was like, I'm just gonna go for the switch because obviously later I can bring out Val. And Val, like I'm learning, like I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to use Val as a booster energy sweeper on my team. I think it's just gonna come in and revenge and break. Which
is fine. That's
the way I drafted. So hopefully, but
yeah. Which again, that's like its best set. Like you said, Life Orb and just kill a bunch of things. It's really good.
I feel like it's just so cool, and it just clicks its stab, which is why it's a sick mon. But thank you again for being on the channel, fam. I appreciate you.
Thank you guys. I obviously, like you said, it's not your league, but everyone I'm very appreciative to have this opportunity to play like in a bigger league, to play against you guys. Like this has been super. Thank you so much.
No, thank you again, fam. And I hope y'all enjoy it. We'll see you guys in the next one. Check out his other games as well. Peace.